Hello everyone, welcome once again to my Garfield comic strip review series. Before I get to the comic today, I am going to try out something new. Some of my friends were telling me that my videos would be a lot more exciting if I added some music in the background, and I love that idea, so I'm going to give that a try for this episode. The only problem is that I'm a bit concerned about playing any popular music in the background, just for copyright reasons. But luckily, I did some poking around on the internet, and I found a royalty-free public domain version of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, the audiobook, and it's pretty good stuff, pretty spooky, pretty exciting, so I think it'll add a lot of atmosphere. With no further ado, let me cue that up.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Okay, so in the first panel here, we have John, Garfield, and Odie sitting on the couch. And it looks like they're about to sit down and watch a movie together. So John is turning the TV on, or maybe putting a tape in the VCR, I'm not sure. And he turns to Garfield and Odie and he says, "Well guys, it's time for the late night fright movie." And, Odie's looking quite excited. Garfield, content, ready for a great movie night. And then in the second panel, we have them all looking a bit trepidatiously at the TV screen. And John says, "Remember, Odie, it's your turn this week." And, their expressions have changed significantly since the first panel. Wide-eyed, trembling a little bit, I would say. Odie's now clutching his pillow in terror. And then in the final panel, we see John and Garfield have their eyes covered. They just can't even stand to look at what's going on the screen. And John says to Odie, "Tell us when we can look again." And it becomes clear to us that Odie has been given the duty of watching all the scary parts of the movie. And I think this is a good cartoon. There's a lot to relate to. I certainly experienced this feeling when watching scary movies. I am easily frightened, prone to, panic attacks and night terrors, crying, anything of that nature. So, I would say this is a solid strip. I'm very happy with this.